Hey,
I caught you going to Hawkers!
What the fuck?
What brings you in today?
feeling froggy? Then jump, bitch. You old trifling motherfucker.
Sealed and painted the entire thing. Check out these pictures. This is what the car looked like at the shop getting the conversion done. And
yeah, the funny thing is, the dream guy in her head wouldn't even step over and take a leak.
The inside track is open, and the excitement is addictive. Pick your horse and cheer them on to victory. Good luck.
Let's evacuate these bitches! Die! No! Kill him before he screams! I'll cry when I'm done killing. Kill him before he screams! I'll cry when I'm done killing. Die, you scum! No! Commies! Kill him before he screams!
One more minute.
I'll cry when I'm done killing.
Follow my step, watch my whole entire video, so like that you will know a way not to lose or to use the same grind method. And when you come down to the block, please follow my step. Okay guys, so once everybody, let's get started. So let's get this check, baby.
Yeah, hey. Yes, no.
chips, okay? Now, I know most of you guys might say, oh man, I'm gonna lose all my money. No, there is a way that you are not gonna lose your money. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just get some chips real quick. So you get 50,000 chips right here, right? Okay, and then you're gonna go to the slot machine. So the slot machine that pays the most is the diamond one or the mountain one. There's arrows next to the diamond one, okay? So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna play the slot machine, okay? Now you are gonna make sure that you are gonna go down to 100,000 chips. At least make sure you have at least 100,000 chips. If you got 50,000 chips, that's also fine. Just make sure that you have chips to play the slot machine. You want to max bet by pressing triangle or Y to max the bet to 2,500. See how max the bet is 2,500? Okay, and all you have to do is use that X or A for the Xbox One, X for the PlayStation 4, and like I said, make sure you max it up by pressing triangle or Y. Okay, so once again, guys, you're just gonna keep playing this, and you're gonna spend 100,000 chips or 50,000 chips, alright, and just keep doing this, okay, until your money goes down to like losing zero. Sometimes there is a chance that you might win, okay, which I'm gonna show you right now. So as you can see, I am playing and I am losing chips. You see that, right? But then on the sudden, I get like 125,000 chips, okay? Which is, you see my chips right there, I got 1,400,000, right? I will get $125,000. I mean chips, I said that. No, it is money too. But once again, guys, once you do get the chips, you want to make sure that you save it. Make sure that it passes what you had before. Okay, so what I had before was 1,446 around there. But anyway, guys, there you go. I'm gonna win the money right here. Watch this. Boom, $125,000. Okay, do not play it no more. You see what I did right there? If you win, guys, this is exactly what I want you to do. You're gonna back out by playing circle or B, okay? You can press no. You don't want to play no more, okay? And you want to make sure that you save the game. You want to force it to save the game. All right, guys. So I'm gonna put on a different outfit. All right. So I'm gonna put on one of these outfits to save the game, guys. Okay. And once I do put on this outfit, I'm gonna look on the right bottom side. I will see an orange circle popping up. That's to force the game to save. Okay. You wanna make sure that the game saves. Okay. Now do not save it if you have below than the money that you came with. Okay. For example, I came with $1,460,000. Do not save it below that. Okay. Save it if you have 1 million. Or higher than that. You see how I saved the outfit when I had 1,400,000. Now that's fair. Play now at playerjay.com. Fair casino. What is up, guys? Welcome to my channel, and today I am back with another GTA 5 online video, and I hope you guys are all having a good day. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you a brand new solo money glitch that is working right now, and there are no requirements for this glitch. You don't need anything special like you get in C or Casino Penthouse and Arena or anything like that. You don't need anything special for this. If you do go on to enjoy this, then please drop a like down below, and also subscribe for more GTA 5 videos like this, and there are lots of other GTA 5 glitch videos, including other money glitch videos over on my channel. So make sure to turn on my post notifications by clicking the bell beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future GTA 5 videos. And just quickly before I get into this, I just want to let you guys know, really sorry for the longer intro here. Let's just make sure this glitch right here does use the casino. You don't need to have a Casino Penthouse, but it does use the regular casino. Now if you can't, it's literally into the casino. Once you're inside the casino, make your way over to the slot machines over here, and you see these three slot machines right here are both the same. You just want to make sure you use one of those two slot machines. Now once you do guys are going to be able to use one of those slot machines, you'll have the list of rules. Just go ahead and accept that, and then you'll sit down at the slot machine. Now, once you've got that, just go ahead and click out of the slot machine, and from there, what you want to do is go to your phone, and then you want to call Simeon, Gerald, Lester, Martin, or Ron, and you will then just want to request a job from them. Now, once you do request a job and you've got the job ready in your job list, you will then want to walk back over to the slot machine and make sure you've got the little option in the top left corner of the screen to press right on the D-pad to go into the slot machine.
Drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel in the next 3 seconds. Love it. Once you guys have traded in all your chips, all you need to do is make your way to acquire chips and go ahead and get yourself 2,500 chips. Now you guys will be like, Sky, I don't have enough money to buy 2,500 chips. Well, that's simply just $2,500. If you need that much money, then simply go ahead and rob a store and you will have the money. Simply go ahead and get yourself 2,500 chips. Once you have that done, you just need to make your way to a slot machine. I highly recommend going to the one that I will show you in the gameplay, because that's the closest one to the cashier, and to actually perform this glitch, you guys need to make sure that you go up to the slot machine that is closest to the cashier. Now, as you guys can see in the gameplay, I just got myself 2,500 chips. Once you have the chips, you simply need to get away from the cashier, take a left turn, and go up to the closest slot machine. Now, this purple one would be the closest one, but it was required for the gameplay, so I just went up to this one. You guys just need to make sure you're close to the cashier so you can run up.
Take your time. And here are your chips.
Very quickly. And once you come up to the slot machine, all you simply have to do is stand very close to it, and once you have the option on the top left and to push right on the D-pad, all you need to do is you need to open up your phone, go to contacts, and call up Gerald or Simeon and request a job. You cannot request a job from someone else. It has to be Gerald or Simeon. In the gameplay, I will be using Simeon, but if you guys want to use Gerald, you're more than welcome to do so. Once you call them, simply go ahead and request a job, and when they send you a job in about 10 seconds, you simply need to open up your phone, go to job list, and click on the invite. When you click on the invite, simply wait on the screen. Now at this point,
Hello, this is Simeon. How can I help? My pleasure.
Option for Xbox that will be selected. Once you're holding the button, what you need to do is you need to let go of the button, and half a second later, when you see half of the force come up, you simply need to tap X or tap A on Xbox to accept the invite. Now what you're looking for is you want the force to come on top, and you want to hear the sound that actually tells you that you accepted the invite. Now if you load into the job, so you tap X or A, you load into the job, all you simply have to do is back up the job and try the step again. So stand close to the slot machine, open up the invite, hold the button that brings up your pause menu, let go of it, half a second later accept the invite. Now the step is going to take a little bit of practice, but overall remember, you only have to do this step once. Now as you guys can see in the gameplay, I was holding the button, I let go of the pause menu, and I accepted the invite. I heard the invite, you accepted that means that is perfect. Now once you guys have the pause menu on top of it, all you simply have to do is get off the pause menu and start spamming right on the D-pad, and you need to make sure that your character sits down. That means that is perfect. Now once you guys have the pause menu on top of it, all you simply have to do is get off the pause menu and start spamming right on the D-pad, and you need to make sure that your character sits down in the slot machine before you guys load into the mission. You guys saw in the gameplay, my character just didn't want to sit down in the slot machine and I loaded into the mission. If that happens to you, simply back out of the mission, then sit down in the slot machine, get back up, and then try the glitch again. Now one thing I want to say is this glitch is not complicated at all. The reason it looks like it's complicated in the gameplay is because I'm literally trying to cover every single mistake you guys can do, and I do not want anyone to mess up because the glitch is so worth it. Now as you guys can see, I accepted the invite, I got on the pause menu, started spamming right on the D-pad, I sat down on the slot machine before the mission started up. At this point, all you simply have to do is back out of the mission, and as soon as you back out, you guys will notice that your screen will be glitched out. All you need to do is you need to quickly walk up to the cashier. Make sure you're quick with this step, but what is going to happen is your character will just sit down on the slot machine. If that happens, you guys will just have to start from step 1. If you're quick enough to get up to the cashier, all you need to do is you need to push right on the D-pad, then hover over over trade-in chips and tap X or A once, and you guys will notice under it will say, are you sure you want to trade in? And after that, just wait for like 5 seconds, and you guys will notice you will teleport to the slot machine. At this point, the only difference is on the top left, you guys have a glitched menu of the cashier service. Once you have the glitched menu at this point, all you simply have to do is tap circle or B once. Make sure you don't tap it more than once, and you guys will notice you will stand up from the slot machine. And now you have the cashier service menu on the top left that is completely glitched out. At this point, you guys can go ahead and play any slot machine. You guys will notice you will stand up from the slot machine, and now you have the cashier service menu on the top left that is completely glitched out. At this point, you guys can go ahead and play any slot machine in the whole casino for free. Yes, you heard it right. Now, if you guys want to make the most money, I recommend coming to this slot machine, which is called Dynasty of the Sun. It's really close to the cashier as well. Well, it's complicated in the gameplay is because your character will just sit down on the slot machine. If that happens, you guys will just have to start from step 1. If you're quick enough to get up to the cashier,
Is there something I can help you
push
with?
right on the D-pad, then hover over trade-in chips and tap X or A once, and you guys will notice under it will say, are you sure you want to trade in? And after that, just wait for like 5 seconds, and you guys will notice you will teleport to the slot machine. At this point, the only difference is on the top left, you guys have a glitched menu of the cashier service. Once you have the glitched menu at this point, all you simply have to do is tap circle or B once. Make sure you don't tap it more than once, and you guys will notice you will stand up from the slot machine. And now you have the cashier service menu on the top left that is completely glitched out. At this point, you guys can go in and play any slot machine in the whole casino from the slot machine. Hold the button that brings up the pause menu. So for PlayStation, that would be option. For Xbox, that would be selected. Once you're holding the button in, what you need to do is you need to let go of the button, and half a second later, when you see the half of the pause menu come up, you simply need to tap X or tap A if you're on Xbox to accept the invite. Now what you're looking for is you want the pause menu to come on top, and you want to hear the sound that actually tells you that you accepted the invite. Now if you load into the job, so when you tap X or A, you load into the job, all you simply have to do is back out of the job and try the step again. So stand close to the slot machine, open up the invite, hold the button that brings up the pause menu, let go of it, half a second later and accept the invite. Now this step is going to take a little bit of practice, but overall remember, you only have to do this step once. Now as you guys can see, I was holding the button and
Why doesn't it spin both ways?
let go of the pause menu and I accepted the invite. I heard the invite getting accepted, that means that is perfect. Now once you guys have the pause menu on top of it, all you simply have to do is get off the pause menu and start spamming right on the D-pad, and you need to make sure that your character sits down on the slot machine before you guys load into the mission. You guys saw in the gameplay, my character just didn't want to sit down on the slot machine and I loaded into the mission. If that happens to you, simply back out of the mission, then sit down on the slot machine, get back up, and then try the glitch again. Now one thing I want to say is this glitch is not complicated at all. The reason it looks like it's complicated in the gameplay is because I'm literally trying to cover every single mistake you guys can do, and I do not want anyone to mess up because the glitch is so worth it. Now as you guys can see, I accepted the got on the pause when you started spamming right on the D-pad. I sat down on the slot machine before the mission started up. At this point, all you simply have to do is back out of the mission. As soon as you back out, you guys will notice that your screen will be glitched out. All you need to do is you need to quickly walk up to the cashier. Make sure you're quick with this step, or what is going to happen is your character will just sit down on the slot machine. If that happens, you guys will just have to start from step 1. If you're quick enough to get up to the cashier, all you need to do is you need to push right on the D-pad, then hover over trade-in chips and tap X or A once, and you guys will notice under it will say, are you sure you want to trade in? And after that, just wait for like 5 seconds, and you guys will notice you will teleport to the slot machine. At this point, the only difference is on the top left, you guys have a glitched menu of the cashier service. Once you have the glitched menu at this point, all you simply have to do is tap circle or B once. Make sure you don't tap it more than once, and you guys will notice you will stand up from the slot machine. And now you have the cashier service menu on the top left that is completely glitched out. At this point, you guys can go ahead and play any slot machine in the whole casino for free. Yes, you heard it right. Now, if you guys want to make the most money, I recommend coming to this slot machine, which is called Dynasty of the Sun. It's really close to the cashier as well. If you want to play it somewhere else, that is completely fine. If you guys do want to play the slot machine for free, all you simply have to do is, for the first time, all you simply have to do is walk up to the slot machine that you guys want to play for free, push right on the D-pad and accept the rules. That's only for the first time. When you accept the rules and your character actually sits down on the slot machine, simply stand back up. This is only for the first time. Once you stand back up, you need to go ahead and hover over trade-in chips on the menu on the top left. Once you're hovering over it, press triangle or Y if you're on Xbox to maximize the chips that you have, then tap X or A on it once, and you guys will notice that under it will say, are you sure you want to trade in all the chips? Once you guys see that message, simply go ahead and sit back on the slot machine, then tap triangle or Y to maximize your bet on the slot machine, and then just simply tap X or A to spin the slot machine, and you guys will notice from the top right, hear the sound that actually tells you that you accepted the invite. Now, if you load into the job, so you tap X or A, you load into the job, all you simply have to do is back out of the job and try the step again. So stand close to the slot machine, open up the invite, hold the button that brings up your pause menu, let go of it, half a second later, accept the invite. Now, this step is going to take a little bit of practice, but overall, remember, you only have to do this step once. Now, as you guys can see in the gameplay, I was holding the button, I let go of the pause menu, and I accepted the invite. I heard the invite getting accepted, that means that is perfect. Now, once you guys have the pause menu on top of it, all you simply have to do is get off the pause menu and start spamming right on the D-pad, and you need to make sure that your character sits down on the slot machine before you guys load into the mission. You guys saw in the gameplay, my character just didn't want to sit down on the slot machine and I loaded into the mission. If that happens to you, simply back out of the mission and sit down on the slot machine, get back up, and then try the glitch again. Now, one thing I want to say is this glitch is not complicated at all. The reason it looks like it's complicated in the gameplay is because I'm literally trying to cover every single mistake you guys can do, and I do not want anyone to mess up because the glitch is so worth it. Now, as you guys can see, I accepted the invite, I got on the pause menu, started spamming right on the D-pad, I sat down on the slot machine before the mission started up. At this point, all you simply have to do is back out of the mission, and as soon as you back out, you guys will notice that your screen will be glitched out. All you need to do is you need to quickly walk up to the cashier. Make sure you're quick with this step, but what is going to happen is your character will just sit down on the slot machine. If that happens, you guys will just have to start from step 1. If you're quick enough to get up to the cashier, all you need to do is you need to push right on the D-pad, then hover over trade-in chips and tap X or A once, and you guys will notice under it will say, are you sure you want to trade in? And after that, just wait for like 5 seconds, and you guys, or you simply left that is completely glitched out. At this point, you guys can go ahead and play any slot machine in the whole casino for free. Yes, you heard it right. Fine. If you guys do want to play the slot machine for free, all you simply have to do is, for the first time, all you simply have to do is walk up to the slot machine that you guys want to play for free, push right on the D-pad and accept the rules. That's only for the first time. When you accept the rules and your character actually sits down on the slot machine, simply stand back up. This is only for the first time. Once you stand back up, you need to go ahead and hover over trade-in chips on the menu on the top left. Once you're hovering over it, press triangle or Y if you're on Xbox to maximize the chips that you have, then tap X or A on it once, and you guys will notice that under it will say, are you sure you want to trade in all the chips? Once you guys see that message, simply go ahead and sit back on the slot machine, then tap triangle or Y to maximize your bet on the slot machine, and then just simply tap X or A to spin the slot machine, and you guys will notice from the top right, all your chips will convert into money. So all you simply did is you spin the slot machine, but before it could take the money out of your account, you converted all the chips into money. Simple as that. Now, as you guys can see, I lost, but on the top right, it said that it took 0 chips out of your account. That is exactly what you guys want. Now at this point, you guys can play the slot machine as many times you possibly want without losing any money. And if you win anything, that is all your profit. And you guys know, on the highest slot machine, if you guys decide to win the max amount, that would be $2.5 million. So if you just win once, that's it. You guys have made so much money. Now if you guys lose and you want to do the glitch again, all you simply have to do is make your way to acquire chips and go ahead and purchase 2,500. Once you guys purchase 2,500, simply go ahead and hover over trade in chips, tap triangle or Y to maximize the chips that you have, then tap X or A once, and you guys will notice under it, it will say, are you sure you want to trade in all your chips? Once you see that message, simply sit down on the slot machine, then press triangle or Y to maximize your bet on the slot machine. Simply tap X or A to actually spin the slot machine, and you guys will notice on the top right, all your chips will convert into money. So you simply just got
Scott, if you're a broke little bitch and you want to make $1,000 by the end of this week, you need to keep watching. Seriously, come into my office. See, there's so many people on YouTube telling me why you should start a business.
He's got to spin for free. If you lose, then you can just stand up.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. 190,000 is my thing right now in chips. Then you guys want to go over to the slot machine called the diamond one. That's probably the best one to use. Then you guys, before you guys go on to it, you guys want to change your outfit and then change it back. So you just want to go to intro, then go to style, change the outfit, and then change it back. Then wait until you guys get the orange loading circle in the bottom right hand corner. When you guys get that loading circle, wait for it to like finish loading. That's just making the game save that you have 190,000 chips. Then when you guys sit down, then you guys just want to play the game normally. If you guys get like a big jackpot, say if you win like 1 million, what you guys want to do is just jump off the seat and just save your outfit again until the orange loading circle comes back up. But if you guys lose like 100, 200,000 by doing this, and then you don't win once, you guys just want to restart your game and you'll have the exact same amount of chips you had when you started. It's like never losing, you just never losing any of your money, you're only winning. So if you have like 300k chips, and you spent like 200k and you only have 100k left, you guys just restart your game, and then you guys will have them all back. But make sure you guys, so as you guys can see, I just lost money there. Like I'm doing right now, I'm losing money. So if you don't win, like, if you do win though,
Good to see you again.
Video where it does help you guys out in any way, shape, or form. All I ask is you guys to return the favor by dropping a like. You can see they have no way to stop you just going back and forth, collecting like one after
Hey, it's Paige Harris. I work with Lester Crest.
That's a normal payout after you win a single round. So after 4 rounds, you should be getting $64,000. However, after 4 rounds, as you guys can see on screen, you win the round dollars. Roughly around 3 rounds.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Will continue to increase, which will equal, as you guys can see, a very nice $88,000 roughly around.
It's coming at you.
As you guys can see right here, this is the area that you want to drive from. You're going to be choosing this first method. Like I said, this one does still work. It is very tedious and doesn't.
Back up. I said I'll do it against this amazing money glitch that I found, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and get a... Alright, I'm about to start drinking. I'm going to start putting, you know, Big Macs in a goddamn milkshake and in a blender and just start drinking everything. Just put pizza in a blender. As you can see, the car...
Bravo like it's that points. If you click the link in the description below to download podcast, it's going to be getting that money from the register, okay? Now, I'm going to explain it in detail. It sounds crazy, but I'm going to garage you have, it does not matter. Like I said, it can be any garage, it can be any car, it doesn't matter. It can even be a street vehicle. But you want to try and do this with a really expensive vehicle because it will help you in the long run, you know what I'm saying? You'll get more money. Now, if you guys go ahead and you hit something like I just did, don't even worry about it, man. Just go ahead and take it to the mod shop and repair it.
and then sell it, okay? Now, this is currently working on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and also the PC. This one isn't that hard to do. You may have trouble when you go to the actual LS Customs. That's the only issue that we've been having when we were doing this. Now, 9 times out of 10 we'll hit it. It's just that one time where it will mess up, but it's all good. You just got to get your timing right in the LS Customs. So once you guys go into the LS Customs, what you want to do is if you did hit something, you want to repair the vehicle, of course, to get the max amount of money. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to go ahead and sell it. Now, before you sell it, what you guys are going to basically do is you're going to click Start, go to Creator, and then from there, you guys are going to go ahead and exit the game and start over. Now, you see this price is 960K, 732. I want you guys to remember that exact price, because that is the exact price we're going to get from the store, okay? So once you guys select Sell, you're going to click A to sell it. As soon as you sell it, you're going to click Start, and then you're going to go ahead and go over to Creator Mode. As soon as you go over to Creator Mode, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and basically close the game while you're in the clouds. Now, you guys are going to see your character spawn outside. Do not go to Creator until your character is outside on foot, because then the money will not be basically registered in the game. Now, that we had it on foot and we paused the game while we were in the actual mod shop, and we went to creative and we started the game over. Now we can go back online, and what you guys are going to do right now is you're going to go to story mode. You're not going to go directly online, because if you go to story
You calling
mode,
for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the
okay? We did it one time and we didn't go
okay,
to story mode.
I got stuff to do.
Online and it didn't work, so make sure you go to story mode and then you go online. But that timing at the actual LS Customs is a little tricky, so you want to make sure that you guys are taking your time.
Morse Mutual,
don't rush
we're here to help.
You know what I'm saying? Take your time like me. I didn't rush through it. I sat on the cell for like a cool 10 to 20 seconds. I didn't just immediately do it. So take your time, follow the steps, and you will hit it every single time. Now, what you guys are going to do from here is you're going to basically spawn back at your last location. Make sure your spawn location is set to last location. You're going to be able to spawn right back here. What you're going to do from here is just going to hop into a street vehicle. Once you guys get into the street vehicle, what you are going to do
need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
A store, okay? Now,
I'll get there as soon as I can.
It doesn't matter what the location is. Once you get to the store, you just want to go ahead and pull out your weapon, and from there, what you want to do is just take out the store clerk. There's no reason to stand there and hold them up. You literally just want to go straight to the register. Once you go to the register, what you are going to see is the amount from the car. It's going to give it to you in the beginning, and it's going to give it to you at the end. So you guys saw that 960, 732. That is the amount that I got from the store. Basically, the game is triggered and it doesn't know what's going on. It thinks that you never received the money from when you sold the vehicle and when you did the creator and the close the game glitch. When you did that glitch, basically the game registered that you never received the money. So now every single time in this lobby, when you rob the store, you're going to get that same exact amount that you were going to sell the vehicle for basically in the store. So that is why the glitch is so allow you to rob any store for a ton of money. Now, I put 900K in the title because in today's video, I'm going to be using a vehicle that is worth 900K. You guys can use whatever vehicle you own. It doesn't have to be the same exact vehicle. Just make sure it has an expensive price when you sell it. We're basically going to be taking the price from that vehicle, and when we go to the register in the store, we're basically going to be getting that money from the register, okay? And I'm going to explain it in detail. It sounds crazy, but I'm going to go ahead and explain why it works. So basically what you guys want to do is you want to hop into any vehicle that you have that is expensive, and you just want to make your way out of the actual garage. Now, it doesn't matter what garage you have. It does not matter. Like I said, it can be any garage.
What can the best
car,
mechanic in LS do for you?
It could be a street vehicle. But you want to try and do this with a really expensive vehicle because it will help you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? You'll get more money then. Now, you guys, if you guys go ahead and you hit something like I just did, don't even worry about it, man. Just go ahead and take it to the market. They have trouble when you go to the actual LS Customs. That's the only issue that we've been having when we were doing this. Now, 9 times out of 10, we'll hit it. It's just that one time where it will mess up, but it's all good. You just got to get your timing right in the LS Customs. So, once you guys go into the LS Customs, what you want to do is if you did hit something, you want to repair the vehicle, of course, to get the max amount of money. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to go ahead and sell it. Now, before you sell it, what you guys are going to basically do is you're going to click Start, go to Creator, and then from there, you guys are going to go ahead and exit the game and start over. Now, you see this price is 960K, 732. I want you guys to remember that exact price, because that is the exact price we're going to get from the store, okay? So once you guys select Sell, you're going to click A to sell it. As soon as you sell it, you're going to click Start, and then you're gonna go ahead and go over to creator mode. As soon as you go over to creator mode, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and basically close the game while you're in the clouds. Now, you guys are gonna see your character spawn outside. Do not go to creator until your character is outside on foot, because then the money will not be basically registered in the game. Now, that we had it on foot and we paused the game while we were in the actual mod shop and we went to creative and we started the game over, now we can go back online. And what you guys are going to do right now is you're going to